Team the Marlins.
Yes.
Chen, obviously someone who struggled a little bit to start the season. Obviously your goal right now is having a long reliever role. Are there any kind of concerns so far, just kind of with the struggles right now, or what have you seen so far?
It's really, I mean, when we look at his body of work, you know, we've been working hard with just his pitch selection, his pitch sequencing, and put him in the best position to be successful. When you look at who he is and where he's had success, I think that's where we spend a lot of time, and we will continue time moving forward, you know, with Mel Stottlemyre and Jr. and with Dean Traynor, and just giving him the weapons to be successful. And we think, you know, he's been a successful pitcher in the major leagues. We know he can help us win baseball games, and that's our job is to get him straight and get the ship righted and you know, get him back to helping us win baseball games.
Have you seen enough in the quality of stuff as much as, has there been a regression, I guess, in that part that's alarming, or is it more fictional?
No. I think it's just, you know, and we get back to data right now and the analytics of it, and I don't want to give away state secrets, but there's areas that he can focus on that will allow him to be a more successful pitcher. It's going to involve making some adjustments with his pitch mix and his sequencing, but I feel confident that it'll put him in the best position to be successful.
Brinson's another guy, obviously. You know, how do you kind of keep him tracking forward? How do you kind of monitor what he's doing?
We know it's a process when you're dealing with young pitchers, and I'll finish the question with Brinson, but you even see it with our young pitchers, tremendously talented players, but it's our jobs, the job of Donnie and our staff and analytics to collectively to continue to push forward so that we can get that consistency and not have a blow up inning here or a blow up inning there. We feel that there is talent from a pitching standpoint, so now it's executing your game plan, executing your pitches to be consistent every time you go out. Similarly with Brent, we know that he is tremendously talented. We know he has tremendous ability on both sides of the ball. It's a matter of putting him in a position to be consistent on a day in and day out basis. When he gets that consistency, that's when he's going to be an all-star player, and he's going to, you know, do tremendous games, tremendous things in our game. It's just a matter of getting that consistency with him. He's been working hard with Pags and with Jeff Lacy. He wants to be great, and so, you know, we're going to continue to work with them and give them every opportunity to continue on that path.
I think what a lot of people get frustrated, they lack patience,
right?
When there's failure, they expect moves. How were you in the patience aspect with guys and kind of not either overreacting or making moves?
No, we're done making emotional decisions here. You know, we're going to make what we feel are the right decisions for our players. I mean, that's first and foremost. It's about what's doing right for our players, and I think that is a continuous evaluation. You know, if we feel like an adjustment needs to be made, you know, with any portion of our roster, it's something that's not going to be made emotionally. It's going to be well thought out, and we're going to look at it every way possible and do what we think is right. But I think we understand, you know, where we are and what we need to do to continue to get better. I mean, because that's our goal. Every day is to get better and to win ball games, and we know that's what we need to do. And that's the challenge that, you know, that we all share on a daily basis.
Can you talk about just at the minor league level, what you're seeing from some of the guys? He's had some impressive performances, especially on the pitching side so far this year. Just the development aspect of early going, but you know, you're seeing that kind of.
No, and that's the part of patience. You know, three most important words, especially when you're talking about minor league development, is patience, 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 and you can't lose sight of what the big picture is. And you know, our guys on the development side are doing a tremendous job with giving our young guys, you know, reps and putting them in a position to get better. And you look at, you know, the strides that Jupiter rotation is making, and you know that there's going to be bumps in the road along the way, but you're seeing that growth, and that's all you want to see when you're talking about young players at whatever level it is. If it's A-ball, double A, triple A, even our young guys here in the big leagues, you want to see them continuing to work hard and to take in the game plan, and working through the game plan and continuing to work to get better.
Just a couple more.
Yeah. Mike, I'm sorry, follow.
Let's have a follow. How would you evaluate on the hitting side of that, where you are organizationally now, just from top to bottom in that sense? Just
I always say you never have enough depth, and you will never hear me say that I'm happy with any type of depth that we have. But we probably have more pitching depth than we do position player depth. And that it always goes in cycles. Sometimes you have more position players than you do pitching. But DJ Svilik and our amateur scouting department, they're preparing obviously for the first year player draft in June, and Fernando Seganal and his international staff. We're just looking for talent, and we know that in the end you hope it balances out. But we'll always continue in that search and trying to expand the applicant pool as best we can to identify and sign as much talent as we can, be it position player, be it pitching, whatever it is at that championship caliber, to allow us to have that sustainable winning.
Last from me, Nick Anderson, when you were in the process of acquiring him, is this more than you saw? Did you kind of see indicators that this could happen?
The thing that, and I think I said it at the time when we acquired him, he was one of the most successful AAA pitchers. He may have been the most successful AAA pitcher in baseball last year, just in terms of our evaluation. Obviously we have our own metrics that we identify, but as we studied rosters in preparation for the Rule 5 draft back in Rule 5 draft was in December, but rosters got set in November. We identify teams that have tough decisions. We may be facing tough decisions this coming November, but in identifying Minnesota, we knew that they had some tough decisions to make, and we were fortunate enough that in talking to them, Nick Anderson was accessible. Sometimes you never know how teams evaluate their talent, but luckily we felt like they felt that there was a match, and we sent Brian Shales obviously to Minnesota, and we were extremely excited to bring in Nick, because we felt like from our metrics we were bringing in a pitcher who we felt could be an effective major league reliever. And it's a small sample size to this point, but we like his weapons, we like how he attacks hitters, and remain confident that he can be a successful major league pitcher.